Damien posted, in case you weren't planning on talking about this, during the sports section, they released the cast list for the Obi Wan series.
Oh, really?
Yes. So the cast list:
Real quick.
Ewan McGregor, of course, Hayden Christensen, Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie. I don't know what.
What's Joel Edgerton going to be?
I don't know yet, but he
like it.
He looks like it. He looks like somebody from Star Wars in his cast picture.
I love Joel Edgerton.
Kamal Nanjiani.
Okay. Cool.
Indira Varma. Rupert Friend.
Okay.
I don't know how you pronounce his name. O'Shea Jackson Jr., Sung Kang, Simone Kessel, Benny
Kessel is in the Kessel Run?
No. And Bonnie Peace? PSE? I don't know. I don't know what her name is.
I'm very excited about Edgerton, though. That's cool.
Yeah. Edgerton's good. I love Kamal Nanjiani. I think he's so funny. He's great. Again, Franklin Bash.
Yeah. Yep.
He's awesome. He's a funny guy. I like his
very funny guy.
His mannerisms, the way his cadence is just, he's awesome. So I'm sure he's going to provide some good comic relief, and he's jacked now too.
Is he?
He is ripped.
Is he really? That's going to be weird to see.
Dude, I gotta pull up a picture now. The fact that you didn't even know that, holy crap.
I had no idea.
Dude. Kamal Nanjiani. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up and I'll post it on the screen, and then you can take a look at it. Dude is ripped, dude. You ready? I'm putting it on the screen right now.
Oh my god,
dude, look at this guy.
No, I see it. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god, he looks so different. What the hell did he do?
Seriously, man. I'm telling you, dude is jacked. He got when he did that movie with Bautista.
Oh, shit.
You know when he did that movie with Bautista?
You saw Dave with his shirt off and he was like, damn.
Pretty much.
You do that.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
That is an unbelievable transformation.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the veins.
Oh, Damien said that Edgerton's going to be Uncle Owen.
Oh, that's right, because he was Uncle Owen.
Mm-hmm. Joel and Bonnie played Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru in the
That's right.
prequel.
Yeah, that's right. He already was. Okay, that was dumb.
That's all right.
That's right. You know what? I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, wasn't he? He was Uncle Owen. Okay, that's right.
All right, so that's I like the cast list. I can't wait to see what's going on.
We've only got about 10 more minutes because I got to wrap. But
but
Falcon Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier. We can talk about that real quick in the little thing that we like to talk about. It's not. Hold on.
Where do you think you're going? I'm going to sort it out.
All right, so in this little segment, we are going to talk about the Falcon and Winter Soldier. We watched the first episode, the second episode. Second episode got released at the end of last week, and I watched it last night. New Captain America was given a little bit more screen time this week, so we will not get into any spoilers or anything like that. We won't talk spoilers. We will just kind of give you what our thought process on it. Yeah. Damien said, it's been 2 decades, LOL. I'm assuming about Edgerton and Bond. So
right.
It's been a while. All right, so let's get into Falcon and Winter Soldier. So far, I loved the first episode, especially the first 15 minutes. I was like on the treadmill, and like I was just like trying to do a walk, trying to get loose and all that kind of stuff. Like I wanted to run through the wall during that opening scene in the first episode. Yeah. And as it went on, it got a little bit more kind of dialogue-y and a little bit more dull, like a little more boring with the backstory about, Winter Soldier and all that. Yeah. And it was fine. It was engaging enough. I still feel like the Winter Soldier's a little bit of a bland character, even though they're giving stuff about him. He's just so solemn and quiet, and he's not he's not showing much of a personality except for the snarkiness.
He's also trying to blend back into society, which is not easy for a guy that's like, 70 years old.
But I would like a little bit more anger or something along those lines to be
I think it's there.
given.
It's just
right.
Repressing it
I want
to trying to
get
conform.
it. I want to get it. I want to either get one or the other. I want to get a little something.
I'm a Sebastian Stan though, so
I love Sebastian
You're gonna
Stan.
have a hard time, getting me to say anything bad about the.
I think he's an amazing Winter Soldier. I think that I just want a little bit more from his character.
I mean, my two favorite Marvel characters are Doctor Strange and the Winter Soldier. So, I mean, I love Sebastian Stan's interpretation.
Well, if we roll that, the top Mount Rushmore of Marvel movie
they would
characters.
be on. Yes,
So.
they would be on mine. My Mount Rushmore, if we did Marvel characters, would be very weird.
And it's all of them. It's like X-Men now and everything.
And yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mine would be. I don't want to say bizarre, but it would definitely be like more of like cult classic favorites as opposed to
nothing wrong with that.
Or Captain America would
no.
Hulk. It's not going to be. It's not going to be chalk. It's going to be a little out there.
Yeah. You're giving yours. That's
listen,
okay.
I think Falcon and Winter Soldier is a good show through the first 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of building up slowly the way WandaVision did. Which, by the way, I thought WandaVision was just incredible. I mean, that was just a phenomenal show. I thought it was so cool.
I have only watched 4 episodes of WandaVision because the first 2...
It gets better.
The first 2, I almost gave up. I have a 3-episode... that I have to watch 3 episodes before I give up on a show.
But you need to go deeper with WandaVision, though, because there are some truths that start to really
right,
come
and
out.
you can kind of see that. I just have found it so far boring after 4 episodes.
I think you'll like it more.
My wife is completely engaged with it. And Cameron watched the whole thing. He finished it, and he said he loved it, and he thought the ending was kind of sad. So I am willing to give it. I'm gonna continue to watch it. I'll probably watch it on Friday nights. But my wife and I started getting into Bridgerton too, so we just started watching that, and so far we've both liked it. So we're gonna continue to probably watch that too. So we'll sprinkle all that in. But all right. So the Winter Soldier, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I like it. I don't love it. I think it's good. I love the action. Unfortunate for me, I don't get enough, and I haven't found the villain so far in this compelling enough. I am a big villain guy. I think if you have a good villain, whether it's a Darth Vader or
the Flag Smashers, right? Isn't that what they are?
It's just I'm not going to get into what they are and all that kind of stuff because there's a little bit of that's a little bit of a spoiler. But I
guess we can't really talk about the spoiler.
I need a little bit. I need a little bit more. Yeah, I need a little bit more of a little bit more backstory on them, why they're there. You kind of got a glimpse of it. I don't particularly love it. I find it a little boring, and I find that there is no way in hell I am even slightly rooting for the villain right now. And there's always parts of you, even in when Luke Skywalker is fighting Darth Vader, you're kind of like, you want Luke to win because he's the good guy, but at the same time you're like, I want something, some sort of redemption for Vader. I want him to just show his power. I want something. Or even in like
the redemption.
Even in the Dark Knight with the Joker, when Heath Ledger played the Joker, you're just kind of like, holy cow, this guy is so maniacal. I kind of see his point, even though it's absolutely ludicrous. I see his point, and you're rooting for him against a lot of the other gangsters that he's just ripping apart. And you find his character compelling, and
even people thought Thanos had a purpose.
Right. And because he is one of those, like, there are plenty of people out there that are like, yeah, it'd be good for 50% of the earth to be wiped away because everybody's overpopulating, and therefore you could have your resources last longer. Like, that's his whole reasoning. So like
even that scene in the beginning of Endgame where Captain America, goes back into the base, and he's talking with Natasha, and he's like, I saw some whales in the sound today, and he's like, less pollution, there's less boats.
Yeah.
Whale, nature is kind of resetting itself. Yeah. And she's like, if you're trying to make me feel better about this,
yeah.
He's like, sorry, force a habit.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, like, even with like the coronavirus, if you recall, especially after the first few months of it, because people were not going out, like you were starting to hear those reports about how like, the environment was benefiting, even though this whole thing was horrible because hundreds of thousands of people were dying.
Yeah.
But the environment was sort of resetting itself in a way because people were just staying in, not as much carbon emission, but ultimately it's like, okay, I'm not trading that for human life.
Right.
But, so it's like coronavirus is still the bad guy. Okay. Like we recognize that it's just this horrible thing that's killed millions of people, which is just absolutely awful.
It's not what you want.
It's not what you want, but if you want to sort of dig for the silver lining, okay, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Tell that to the people who have lost a loved one, though.
There's been a lot of them. That's for sure.
That's so. Well, listen, as far as Winter Soldier, I was predispositioned to like the show from the beginning, just because I love the Winter Soldier and I like Falcon. I struggle with the whole. The premise is tough for me. Like, dude, you get bequeathed the shield from Steve fucking Rogers, and your first inclination is, I'm not worthy, I'm going to give this thing to the goddamn Smithsonian, only to have some fucking white guy come in and take it? Nah, fuck that shit. You needed to hold on to that shield, man. I'm with, and actually, this is where I love the Winter Soldier, because he's like, what the fuck were you thinking, Sam? Like, he gave you that. He deemed you worthy. Mm-hmm. That's the guy, the only other human being, well, whatever, the only other individual on the planet who was worthy enough to wield Thor's hammer, and you gave the shield away, he handed it to you. He gave you his blessing, and you just handed it over to the Smithsonian? That's the part I'm struggling with. Only so that the dude who in the mask looks like the old guy from Disney's Up could take it? He looks way better without the mask on, by the way.
He does.
But in that first scene,
his face looks like a bitter beer face guy.
Yeah. In that first scene, though, you're like, all the memes are flying all over the Twitterverse of him like being compared to the old man from Up, and it was legit.
It works.
It looked like that. The chin was like exactly the same. Mm-hmm. Like you know what that dude's gonna look like when he's old. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be on a recliner.
He's gonna be in the live action Up.
A shit ton of balloons. I mean, it's just, like it's the whole thing was just so like that's the part I'm struggling with, right? Yeah. It's like, okay, come on, like seriously, Steve Rogers gave you the shield. He wanted you. He handpicked you to be the next Captain America, and you gave it away to a museum, who only then quickly turned it around and just gave it to this, John Walker guy. But who, by the way, I think is played very well by Wyatt Russell.
But you're kind of seeing. I like the way that you're kind of seeing his maybe not so Captain America qualities towards the end. Like when he has a little bit of a conversation with the Winter Soldier and Falcon, he's kind of like, then
cool.
Get out of my way, then. I don't know. I don't know.
He was like trying to be cool about it, and now he's just like, all right, if you're not going to be,
Yeah. It's a little.
But at the same time, like you want to sympathize with Sam, but then you're like, well, wait a minute, but you gave the shield away. You didn't think this was a possibility, Like, so it's like I like in a weird way, you sort of sympathize with the new Captain America because it's like, okay, is it really his fault for taking up the mantle? Like they wanted him to be the guy. Sam gave the shield away, but at the same time, you're like, okay, but. Sam should be the new Cap, but it's tough. I mean, but listen, I mean, so far I like it though. I'm engaged. I'm into it.
I mean, there's multiple ways. I mean, multiple people have taken over the shield. Sam has been one, and also the Winter Soldier has been another one. So those are two guys that could potentially, if Sam really doesn't want it, I mean, that might be something that could make. But I don't. You don't need another Captain America. You just don't need it. I think he's the Falcon. Be the Falcon.
Be the Falcon.
Yeah. You don't need it.
Winter Soldier.
You don't need it. You don't need another Captain America.
It's a symbol.
It is.
Steve Rogers is Captain America.
Right. Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, perfect Captain America. Just let it go. Let it go.
Do you like clean-cut Captain America better or bearded Captain America better?
They both have their place.
I like bearded Captain America, but
I like clean-cut because Captain America.
But I'm not clean cut guy, so neither are you these days. That's more than a 5 o'clock shadow.
Well, yeah.